Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tina, I did sleep, but I got up. I had to take care of something and get it in by a certain time. But after I finish this live stream, I got one thing to do, and then I'm crawling back in my bed. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let's see. Yesterday I didn't do the highs, and I'm so sorry. Tina, Maddie, uh, Deborah Mayo, Jody B. Good morning. We're going to talk about Marcellus William this morning. Brown Eyed Girl. Good morning. Hope you're doing well, sweetie. Um, Mari. Good morning. Bubby Sue. Good morning. I don't know. I was wanting to call you Bubbly Sue. Gwen Branston, my sweetie. Good morning. I saw the pics. Good morning, gorgeous. Mama Wojo, gymnast girl. Good morning. Miss Sweet Tooth J. Good morning, Jenny O. Brown, no, I said brown eyed girl. Let me see, where am I at? My chat jumped. I think I got everybody. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I think I have everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, first up this morning, we lost one of my favorite actresses, and serious, one of my favorite actresses, and that just came across. Maggie Smith. Good morning, sweets and beyond. Good morning. Maggie Smith died, age 89. This woman, I fell in love with her way back when, and then when she was on Downton Abbey, she just stole my heart all over again. But Maggie Smith has passed away. Got it. Yes, got it. So wanted to bring awareness to that. Yes, Maggie died. Yes, she leaves behind 2 sons and 5 grandkids. She great actress, gymnast girl, great. So I was just like, wait a minute, Maggie. And I thought they were doing another Downton Abbey. Damn. But they were already talking about her death on Downton Abbey, that mama's not going to make it and whatever. But I don't think I can watch Downton Abbey without her, but I will. But I will. Okay. So where do I start? Good morning, Deborah. Good morning. Where do I start? Marcellus. I want to start with Marcellus Williams. We're going to get to Eric Adams. Going to get to P. Diddy. And there's a couple other things I don't think I'm going to get to today, but we would definitely get to them. I think, and I'm not mistaken, I gave this story to Anne because at the time they were going in for not an appeal, but they were looking for a resentencing for Marcellus. Okay. I don't know if you guys know the story, but he was accused of paying what's her name? Lisha Gale. He allegedly broke in her home, heard the shower, grabbed a butcher knife, stabbed her 43 times, stole her laptop. What was it? Her laptop, her wallet, and some other things. Okay. Now Marcellus has had a long criminal history. Long crimes. Yes, crimes. The controversy comes here is when they tested the knife, the bloody footprints, and everything else. Nothing matched him. Now, the girlfriend and a jailhouse snitch said it was him. The girlfriend turned over parts of the laptop, saying she found it in Marcellus' car. He admitted to doing the killing. Now, let's just think about it. He had never killed anybody before. And they received they both got a $10,000 reward. Now, the family of Lisha Gale agreed with the prosecutor and the new defense attorney that they wanted to do the resentencing because of the evidence. When they further tested the bloody knife, they found that the fingerprints belonged to the prosecutors and everybody else that touched the knife but him, because they didn't handle it properly. So then they said that, well, he wore gloves. They said that he was bloody. He had stole a jacket. I don't know what woman's jacket he's going to steal, but he stole a jacket to cover up the bloody shirt so he's not seen in public. Now, they had all reached an agreement that they were going to go for this. And then Bailey they decided to appeal it. So they said, no, the execution is going to stand. The governor, Parson, stated that no jury, no judge has ever found him innocent. But I keep hearing about Kamala Harris let innocent men on death row. Well, here is a man that the Innocence Project in Missouri had taken on the case. Now, he had received a reprieve in 2015 and 2017. So he's been slated to die 3 times. 2 times he escaped. Hate to say it like that, but that's the way it is. Okay. They just ignored what was in front of them. And then the governor had the nerve to come out and say that justice has been served. The family has been tortured for 2 decades. The family was the one that was agreeing with the old prosecutors that, hey, something was wrong. The prosecutor admitted to removing 6 of the 7 Black jurors from the original trial. He removed 1 because he looked too much like Marcellus Williams. Now, I'm all for the death penalty. I'm going to let you know. Without a shadow of doubt of anyone's innocence, I am for the death penalty. Especially when it comes to kids. Innocent people, period. If there is no shadow of a doubt that this man did this crime, I'm all for it. I'm going to look and see how many innocent men were on death row that Kamala Harris was responsible for their death. Can't find it. I looked. I also found where during her term, she was really hard on sexual crimes, which people said she wasn't hard enough on that. I also found where she did programs, she championed programs for alternatives to incarceration for first-time offenders. And that was including jobs, training, and school enrollment. I found all of that. I'm trying to find where are all these innocent men on death row that has died because of Kamala Harris. Whether you like her or not, don't care. But stop repeating shit that's being put out in the media unless you do your own research. They considered her a champion of when she was the attorney general, prosecutor, whatever. Good morning, Crafting with Amanda. So I'm trying to find where all these innocent men, like I said, she's not the only one that left innocent men on death row that don't want to hear the evidence. But the fact that she's running for president, Oh, that was a big thing. But let's forget about the orange man who talks down the women, that wants to remove women's rights and had the nerve to say that once a baby is born, that you can kill it. Really? Let's ignore that. So I found out of all the articles that I found and everything that I was reading, when I first started doing Marcellus case, and I had it marked, but I remember I told Ann this would be a good one for her to sink her teeth in, because I thought it was going to keep going along the appellate route. Well, he was executed on Tuesday. So it has made the news. It's all in the media. His sister spoke up. His son, I think it's his oldest son, said that his father was M'd. Okay. Let me share my screen with you. I want you to hear what was said on this show right quick. Let me go to the beginning.
Marcellus Williams, convicted of a lot of talk in the media about Marcellus Williams, convicted of fatally stabbing former newspaper reporter Felicia Gale in her home in 1998. Williams was executed by lethal injection in Missouri last night.
Hi, Riley.
But his murder conviction has been called into question by both prosecutors and the victims' families. And look, I agree with those saying if there's any uncertainty at all, they should have at least delayed the execution.
Yes. If there was any uncertainty, I agree with that. I'm not saying he's innocent, but what the evidence that I've seen when I did the research, when I was looking at this a couple of weeks ago, nothing matched him. They went by a jailhouse confession and his girlfriend at the time, or ex-girlfriend, said, oh, I found the laptop in his car, and he said he did it. Really? Where's the physical evidence? Hi, Muggsy. Where's the physical evidence that he did it? Where are the bloody clothes? The bloody shoes, the bloody this, none of that belonged to him. None of it had his fingerprints, footprints, nothing. So you killed a 54-year-old man because you were tired of dealing with the case, and that's what it boils down to, okay?
But what the media often ignores in a cause celeb case like this is the evidence that actually led to his conviction, which we'll talk about in a moment.
But a deeply unsettling question remains. Was Marcellus Williams innocent?
We will remember him for his deeply evocative poetry and his love for and service to his family and his...
Now, when did he do the evocative poetry? Was that in prison? Everybody seems to be artists and everything when they go to prison. They all change. They start drawing. They've got skills they didn't know they had. They're selling paintings. They're selling... They're doing all kinds of stuff. But where was all of this when... And let me just say it again. This man has a long criminal history. A long, I feel the love, criminal history. I'm just not convinced that he committed a murder.
Community. The world will be a worse place without him. Williams is the third inmate executed in Missouri and the 15th in this country this year.
Yep. So Texas executed someone Tuesday night as well, which, you know, they have to make up for time because they've been slacking on executions. Okay. So they're slacking. So there was 3 scheduled. There's one supposed to be tonight. Texas did Tuesday, and so did Missouri.
He was 55 years old.
Oh,
he will never be older.
Sorry.
Because Missouri is a state and we are a country that maintains a system of official killing without mercy, even amidst evidence of innocence.
So why did the governor, the state Supreme Court, and the U.S. Supreme Court decide not to intervene? At the time, prosecutors argued Williams broke into Gale's home, stabbed her 43 times with a kitchen knife, also taking her personal laptop. Gale's personal belongings were allegedly found in Williams' car, and the laptop was apparently sold by Williams shortly after the murder. But his attorney, Tricia Rojo Bushnell, said jurors didn't know the whole story.
The other piece of evidence that they use is a laptop that Mr. Williams did sell that was from the victim's home. But what the jury never heard And what the courts continue to just ignore is that laptop was provided to him by one of those incentivized informants who herself should have been a suspect.
Did we hear that? That's the girlfriend. She provided the laptop to Williams to sell. Okay, the girlfriend. Good morning.
But instead was allowed to testify and get deals and sentence this man to death.
Williams, who has a long criminal history, including 15 felony convictions, ended up being convicted of first-degree murder, even though no physical evidence connected him to the crime scene. In addition to the laptop, his murder conviction relied on the testimony of two witnesses, jailhouse informant named Henry Cole, to whom he supposedly confessed, and the woman who she was referring to, his ex-girlfriend Laura Asaro, who allegedly found Gail's purse in Williams' car, leading Williams to confess to the crime. Both witnesses came forward after a $10,000 reward was announced. The Midwest Innocence Project saying the victim's family opposes his execution. Jurors who originally sentenced him to death now oppose his execution. The prosecutor's office that convicted him and sentenced him to death has now admitted they were wrong and zealously fought to undo the conviction and save Mr. Williams' life.
Did we hear that? They admitted they were wrong. The prosecutor admitted they were wrong and zealously fought to undo his conviction. And that's some shit. But guess what? He's still dead.
The biggest issue with the physical evidence, hair and bloody footprints found at the scene were not a match for Williams.
I should see.
A move we don't see often. Both sides came together to try and halt the execution. Williams' legal team and St. Louis County prosecuting attorney Wesley Bell filed a joint filing alleging, among other things, that DNA evidence was contaminated. Keep in mind, Bell was not the original prosecutor, and he's running for Congress as a Democrat. But after...
So he's not the original prosecutor. He's running for Congress as a Democrat. So does that change the evidence that it did not match Marcellus? Does that change anything? No, it doesn't.
All the appeal efforts and new evidence, Governor Mike Parsons saying, we hope this gives finality to a case that's languished for decades, re-victimizing Ms. Gale's family for decades.
Oh, look, he's a Republican.
No juror, no judge has ever found Mr. Williams' innocence claim to be credible. 2 decades of judicial proceedings and more than 15 judicial hearings upheld his guilty conviction. Thus, the order of execution has been carried out. Look, I'm torn about this case, but those saying this should have been, an easy decision, may be ignoring the actual evidence here.
Thank you.
Joining me now, Geraldo Rivera, who's covered as many high-profile cases as anyone. He's also an attorney. And Randy Zellen, a former prosecutor, who still believes there was enough evidence to convict. All right, Geraldo, what do you make of the decision that they went forward with the execution?
I think, Dan and Mr. Zell, that it was totally unnecessary, borderline shameful. What the hell was this about? Normally it's beyond a reasonable doubt. I think in a capital case, it should be beyond the shadow of a doubt. And here, when you have, after all, the prosecutor joining the defense attorney, joining the family of the victim, all saying, don't.
Hold on. I didn't know either. I didn't watch this all the way to the end. But Geraldo used to give me life when he used to do his live things. And I'll be like, okay, so you're live and they're shooting off rockets and shit. You go ahead, Geraldo. You go right on ahead.
Do this. Don't carry forward this execution. And then the state actually does it in cold blood. I think that this is really beyond the pale. This is totally unnecessary, as I said, borderline shameful.
They should have delayed it again.
Why do this? Why take this man's life? Why do what everybody involved asked the courts not to do? When the family of the victim joins the prosecuting attorney and the original foreperson of the original jury, then what's this about? A jailhouse confession? Every jailhouse confession ever received should be absolutely discarded. The motivation of the cellmate to make up a story about the accused in a high-profile case is undeniable.
So Bankman is supposedly in the same dormitory as P. Diddy. So is Bankman going to confess to P. Diddy and P. Diddy going to confess to him? Is that the way we're doing this? Because we know how snitches get stitches. And we know when there's money on the table, $10,000 for a guy that allegedly got the full story from Marcellus, but the evidence doesn't match. Yeah, that mustache is going. Hi, Stacey A. Good morning, sweetie.
Right.
What happened to the snitch in the jailhouse following his turning on his cellmate?
But
where did he go?
His testimony was only one piece. Randy Zellen, what do you make of what Geraldo just said?
This is one of the few times in my TV career that my heart is actually pounding while I am on, because I have a dilemma. I agree with Geraldo from my heart and from my soul, but my head tells me that, do you not believe in the criminal justice system? A jury spoke, appellate judges spoke, attorneys generals spoke. This case was looked at over the past 2 decades, so many different ways, so many different times, by so many different people.
But they wouldn't let them present the evidence that nothing matched. I get that.
And to me, what is so compelling, and don't tell me after the fact that you have a story, what was this man doing with the victim's personal belongings? Exactly. There was no explanation, no rhyme, nor reason. And there's also, I think, something else here. Maybe this is the bigger question about, should we have a death penalty? Because you can't undo it if you get it wrong. But as long as you have it, there is the precedential effect of, well, hey, maybe there's a shadow, maybe there's one grain of possibility that we're wrong here. Then what do you do with every other death row case? So I do think that the governor's point, my heart tells me it was wrong. My head tells me he's right.
Geraldo?
You know, I interviewed a man named Charles Manson once in San Quentin prison. The Tate LaBianca murders that Manson engineered and caused to be carried out were horrifying. Pregnant women hung upside down and so forth. If ever a person deserved the death penalty, it was Charles Manson. As you know, the California courts overturned the constitutionality of the state death penalty statute. We are moving away from these cold-blooded executions. The state should not be involved in taking a life. You don't like this guy? Or you...
It's murder. Look at a death certificate. It's going to say homicide. Homicide. But I agree, if there's not a shadow of a doubt that this man is guilty. In this case and another case in Texas, there were all kinds of doubt that the man was guilty.
You think that he stabbed this woman 43 times and left the knife stuck in her neck? Then you put him in a hole someplace and leave him there for the rest of his natural life. You know, open it up and give him and feed him, but and don't let him talk to any of the other attorneys, cellmates.
But Randy's point is that that if you follow the law, right, a jury sentenced him to death. There is more evidence.
I'm glad you reminded me.
Yeah,
I like Randy. But all those people he mentioned, the attorney general, the governor, and so forth, those are all elected people. They're politicians. When every politician is for the death penalty. Because law and order and crime and punishment are so profoundly center in our collective consciousness.
But the Supreme Court of the United States
are so afraid of crime and violence.
He's making the point, Geraldo, that he's saying the courts didn't step in either. He appealed through the state courts and the United States Supreme Court. And look, and it is tough to explain, right? The items found in his possession. The defense's explanation is, well, the woman who claimed that she found them there may have actually been a suspect here. Yes. And she only came forward after they offered this reward, except she never actually tried to get the reward after they put it out there.
Nope.
So, you know, there is this pesky piece of evidence that it does seem.
So let me stop. Okay, so Genio, it's cheaper, and it is cheaper for the taxpayers to house somebody for life than putting them to death. And I've said this several times. I did a paper on that, and it costs more to execute an individual than housing them for the rest of their natural life.
Seemed to me a lot in the media when we're talking about this, just ignore some of the evidence against him just to say, oh, it was clear as day that this is a case of innocence.
What about DNA? What about the hair? What about the other evidence that was compromised for one reason or another? How can you go ahead with an execution when you don't have that physical connection of this perpetrator to that crime? You
Let
don't
me
know
let
where
Randy
that
try
first
and
came
answer
from,
that.
how many criminal hands it went through?
Yeah, Randy, that's a tough one, right? The fact that the hair didn't match him, the footprints didn't match him, the DNA was compromised.
Well, again, you either believe in the criminal justice system or you don't. You believe in the jury system or you don't. You believe that appellate judges try to do the right thing, elected officials try to do the right thing. The Supreme Court of the United States tries to do the right thing. You don't believe that, we're all in deep trouble. But to Geraldo's point, maybe this is not about one man's execution. It's about the death penalty in general and whether or not an eye for an eye really works.
All right, that's a separate.
Harambe, an eye for an eye. I did a paper on that too. Harambe versus Moses. So it's this is hard. It's really hard because when you believe in a death penalty, then when you get a few cases like this, it's like, wait the hell a minute. Wait the hell a minute here. What the hell is going on?
Topic, Geraldo Rivera and Randy Zellen. Thank you very much. I think this is important because I have not heard people actually digging into the evidence when talking about this in other contexts. So thank you both very much. Appreciate it.
Oh, I did.
I'm going to tell you what's uncomfortable about Cat Williams. Can I tell you?
Sure, go ahead.
I got to tell you, man. Oh, man. Oh, shit, I'm sweating. This is what happened. Black and greasy.
Well, not right now. Anyway, that was one of the ones that I really, when he was speaking, hi, Sass. Oh, my God. Sassy Susie. I thought about you the other day. And the reason being is I haven't heard anything really about your mom. And then 1,000-pound best friends were coming on. And I know that that you cover them. And what's his new name? The new guy, Scott, with 1,000 pounds best friends. I would send a link and ask to please follow him. So I did. And I really just haven't had time to look into it. Yep, it was all white except for one black man. And the prosecutor admitted to, the original prosecutor admitted to removing 6 of the 7 jurors that were black. One he admitted he removed because he looked too much like Marcellus. They ignored evidence. We don't know if he's guilty or not, but from what we see and from what I found, the hair, the footprints, none of it matched. His fingerprints went on the knife. The only thing they had is the laptop or the part of a laptop that his girlfriend gave them. And she said that she had found it in his car. And he admitted to killing that woman. So let me guess. You're going to say, hey, I broke in her house. She was in the shower. I didn't step out the house. I just decided, hey, let me go grab a butcher knife. And let me stab this 42-year-old woman 43 times. Let me just go in here and do this. Now, the husband found her when he got home. Husband found her. Anybody looked at the husband? Because the hair didn't match. Footprints didn't match. So when Parsons was elected to office in 2023, okay, he lifted the stay of execution 43 times. That's a personal crime, isn't it? 43 times she was stabbed. Good morning, Mr. Jimenez. Yep. So, this case is really, really controversial. Now her husband even signed off on the plea deal. They said that Williams was going to plead no contest. This was last week. They've been working on this now for like months. Everybody came together. Her family, the husband, the prosecutor. They were going to sign a no contest plea for first-degree murder. He's not admitting he's innocent. He's not admitting he's guilty. But there is evidence there that could suggest he's guilty. I don't know what evidence, but they were trying to spare his life and give him a life in prison sentence so they can keep moving forward with this investigation. I can't remember. So now the state attorney, what's his name? Andrew Bailey. The prosecutor said, hey, let's move to overturn this conviction. The state attorney, Andrew Bailey, let's just say Republican, argued that, hey, this should stand. And even though the judge had already accepted the plea deal, they demanded an evidentiary hearing, knowing full well the same evidence that they convicted him on was going to be used again because they weren't looking at the new evidence. This all took place August 28th. So then Judge Hilton, after looking at the same evidence again, said, hey, we're not going to vacate this conviction. We're going to move forward with this execution. Hi, Just Being Me. Because he said no court has found him innocent. Of course they haven't. It's the same evidence. They refuse to hear the new evidence by the Midwest Innocence Society or Project. Now, I don't know why they didn't appeal to the Supreme Court, which probably wasn't going to do them any good because that is stacked as well. But now we have a man that has been put to death, and this is what the controversy is all about. Now, everybody just heard everything that was played. You heard everything that I had to say regarding this. What do you feel? Do you feel that, hey, they should have stayed the execution? They should have looked into the new evidence? I mean, I want to hear what you guys think. I'm reading some of the comments. It's like, wow. OMG. Good morning, Christoph. So then now you have young black men on Twitter, especially this one black man. Thank you, Mari. Saying that, where was Kamala? Do we not know how the process works for an appealing a death conviction? Do we not know how that works? When does the vice president of the United States step in? I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about? When does the president of not the president? When do they step in? When? They have nothing to do with governing that. Well, not nothing to do because they do aside, but So when you're sentenced, it's a direct appeal, right? Then you go through a petition is then filed with the original trial judge to appeal to the immediate courts. Then you have a federal habeas corpus, a final stage of appeal that allows the federal death row inmates to raise issues outside the trial record. Then you have executive clemency. A governor or other body can grant relief. Now, if Biden was going out, you know, when they're going out, they give reprieves, or they give they vacate or commute the sentences. Biden isn't going out yet. Couldn't do that. Then you have a Supreme Court review. Now, first you got to go through all of this process. Then once the Supreme Court reviews it and do whatever, then you can appeal to the president for commutation or pardon. Not the vice president, the president. And this takes months and years. They had already come to agreement towards the end of August. Let's commute it to life in prison. And then Old Bailey said, oh no, let's do an evidentiary hearing when we know the evidence is going to be the same fucking evidence you've heard over 2 decades. So again, this to me is suspect. The governor should be charged. Hi, Scotland, I was just talking about you. Good morning, Scotland. Yes, but that's what happened there. Now we have Eric Adams. Oh, my God. Now, who didn't know when they raided his administrative people, homes, cars, offices, that he wasn't going to be next? Same thing with LaToya Cantrell in New Orleans. Same thing going on with Tiffany Henyard in Chicago. Okay. Now in Chicago, there's an order that Tiffany Henyard can't approve anything without the board. She can't appoint anybody. She can't do anything. Girl, you're under a federal investigation. You get it? Federal investigation. So they've unsealed the 57-page indictment against Eric Adams, which he said he knew it was coming. He said he knew it was coming. He's asking everyone to bear with him. Let him show his evidence. But he admitted that he knew the Turkish government was trying to use him. So let's take a look at Eric Adams' indictment. We're going to go with CBS News, not Fox, CBS. Let's take a look at it. And then we're going to discuss these little counts. 5 of them. Okay, let's go.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted on multiple federal charges in an alleged decade-long corruption case. The charges were revealed.
And you're going to have to get me on IG and give me a tour of your home. I hear that it's gorgeous. And I want to see it, and I want to see what you've done with it. But I have to admit, when I saw you on Vault's panel, I heard you sound so good. So let's go.
In an unsealed indictment on Thursday. The Democrat is facing 5 charges, including bribery, wire fraud, and 2 counts of soliciting of a contribution by a foreign national. The 57-page indictment details what prosecutors call Adams's, quote, corrupt relationships with foreign business people, including at least 1 Turkish government official. The claims date back to 2014 when he was the Brooklyn borough president.
So they've been investigating him since 2014. So I don't know why we find it hard to believe that they've been investigating P. Diddy. Now, people are just finding out that P. Diddy was a big drug, his daddy was a big D dealer. They keep saying that he worked for Frank Lucas. No, he didn't work for Frank Lucas. They were rivals. He didn't work for Frank Lucas. But P. Diddy's daddy was a Cade. Yes. He was a big dealer in Harlem.
Adams denies the charges, but prosecutors say he knew what he was doing.
As we allege, Mayor Adams took these contributions even though he knew they were illegal. And even though he knew these contributions were...
Do we see Damien? This is the same one that read the indictment about P. Diddy. 2nd District. Their conviction rate is either 97 or 98%. They don't do this unless they have a solid case. This is federal, not state. Adams, you're going down.
Attempts by a Turkish government official and Turkish businessmen to buy influence with him.
This is not surprising to us at all. The actions that have unfolded over the last 10 months, the leaks, the commentary, the demonizing, this did not surprise us that we reached this day.
Andy McDonough, deputy City Hall reporter at the news organization City and State New York, joins me now from City Hall. Thanks for being with us. Okay, explain to us these charges and some of the incidents of alleged bribery and solicitation that the prosecutors laid out in this indictment.
Sure, you ran through the main counts there, but I kind of put them in 2 categories. There's soliciting and accepting travel benefits, things like business class flight upgrades, free stays in luxury hotels, entertainment, food, on behalf of Turkish nationals who expected to receive some sort of benefit or favor with the then borough president of Brooklyn. Second category is, as you mentioned, soliciting and accepting illegal donations from foreign nationals. Mainly, it appears in the form of a straw donation illegal scheme.
Adams, the mayor, said in the press conference that this is not a surprise. They've been waiting for this for months. What does he mean by that?
Because you already raided his administration. You've already stopped him in the car, took his laptop, personal phone, everything else. But he said he's been expecting this for months. This investigation started way back when, and all the way back to 2014. Okay, 2014. That's how far back they went. This is investigative. They've been investigating him and his whole damn team. Okay, so I want to know when Mayor, I forgot what's his name, Giuliano was in office. Did they investigate all the shit he was doing too? Just asking for a friend, because we know he was crooked as fuck. He's shown us he was crooked as fuck. And I don't even live in New York. Okay? I don't live there. Knew the man was crooked.
Well, this first came to light in November of 2023 when Adams' fundraiser and another staffer for Adams as borough president and as mayor had their homes raided by federal authorities early in the morning in early November last year. And for the last 10 months or so, there's been a buildup. There's been what seems to be some stalls. There's been more subpoenas issued. There's been a lot of waiting around to see what the feds really have here. And this is sort of the grand unveiling of exactly what Adams and potentially some of his other associates, we may see in future indictments, are alleged to have done.
And so, Annie, now that we've seen the grand unveiling, New Yorkers are not shy of opinions. What's the response been from local officials, the press, that kind of thing?
From local officials, again, we've been waiting for this for 10 months, it feels like. So it's a little bit of finally we see what there is there. local officials have not been kind. It's not just the far left or progressives, people who Adams says have been against him since the beginning. It's more mainstream Democrats, it's moderates, some.
So we have bribery, wire fraud, conspiracy, and solicitation. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. Could we be bribed by P. Diddy? Now, not rumors, but the truth is that P. Diddy has paid off so many politicians, so many cops. I understand why a lot of these people didn't go. They need to get Judge Thomas too. Ooh, shit. Yeah, he's going to jail. But when you run an operation like P. Diddy did, okay, there's corruption everywhere. He's had to have people in his back pockets just like his dad did. He did. But his was on a much bigger scale. And the bad part was he's out there talking about it. I saw a recording the other day when he's telling people it's time to get the kids tucked away to bed or take them out because we know what time it is. We don't need kids around for this. I'm like, you piece of shit.
Some are calling for his resignation already. Some are saying this looks very bad for the city and are sort of pointing in that direction, but stopping short of calling for the mayor to step down at this point. There's some saying that
I would be surprised if
he deserves to make his defense and make his case. But Adams has claimed, in the last week or so, as things started to ramp up, that people calling for his resignation are those who have been against him from the beginning of his mayoralty, progressives. That is not the case anymore.
Nope.
It's really a wider breadth of people who are raising very public concerns about his fitness for office.
Annie McDonough, thank you so much.
They're all crooked. That's what all politicians to me are crooked as fuck. All of them.
To the latest on the indictment of New York City Mayor Eric Adams.
In just a few short hours, Mayor Adams will make history as the first sitting mayor to face a judge on federal crimes. Adams is being...
He goes to court today around noon. What time is it here? He goes to court around noon today to go in to see the judge. Hi, Susie. Welcome. Good morning. Hi, Aaron. So he's in court today. I think they said noon, to answer to these charges. They're all crooked. When I travel, unless it's pre-approved for me to go to lunch with a vendor or whatever, I can't just go, if they want to send hats, and they can't even do that shit anymore. They can't. Now, if we have vendors that come to visit us, we take them out to lunch sometimes or order lunch in, and it's a whole team of us. You can't. When I was with Siemens, I would get hats, I would get bottles of wine. I was getting all kind of shit around Christmas. Then we started changing a policy. So whatever was received in, we would put it in the common room so everybody, except for the wine, as soon as I got it, I put it in my car, or the liquor. But anything else, I would put in a common room, a fruit basket, whatever. Or if I got tickets to a game, whatever, I had to report it, and then we will raffle them off. Ooh. But you got to look at Ray Nagin. You had another mayor of New Orleans. They're all crooked. They're all in it for themselves. They don't care about the people. Exactly, Michelle. And then we had to start, reporting it. Gift baskets, everything. They sent me a big gift basket. I will put it in a common room with the fruit, the nuts, whatever, especially around Christmas, so everybody can partake. Oh my God, I made spaghetti the other day. when I went to visit my friend. But anyway, you have to report it. But this man is a criminal.
Charged with 5
They are
counts.
criminals.
The unsealed indictment revealing charges including conspiracy to commit wire fraud, solicitation of a contribution by a foreign national, and bribery.
If he is convicted of all charges, he could face up to 45 years in prison. We have live team coverage covering all the angles this morning. Natalie Duddridge is at Gracie Mansion, but we start with Christina.
They're at the mansion for 45 years. So you know they're going to be staked out at the courthouse. Now, he says he's not going to step down. He's not going to resign. Why? Unless they force him to, unless the judge orders him to, and I don't think he can. He's guilty as shit. It's all in that 57-page indictment. It's a long one. It's on Scrib. You can go grab it, or let me see if I can grab it. And I'm seeking. I post the link. You can go read it yourselves. It's all there. They did a thorough investigation. Tiffany is under a federal investigation. I don't know why she doesn't think she is when they've already indicted some of her co-conspirators. I know tomorrow I wanted to talk about the Kentucky, well, I might have time today, but about the judge and the officer, I definitely wanted to discuss that. It does when you see so much corruption. Mayor Cantrell in Louisiana, had the police chief as her lover, her personal bodyguard, and he's traveling with her to all of these conventions. She's married, he's married, but her husband died of a heart attack, and I wonder why he died of a heart attack, okay? Corrupt on the city dollars, taxpayers' dollars. You're traveling all over the place with this man staying in luxury hotels on the city's dime. Is there another cooch in here? No, there's only one dirty bitch in here, right? Don't do that. Look, don't do. Is there another cooch in here? Is there? I only saw one dirty bitch. So now we're talking with P. Diddy, and politics is a theater. Yes. Oh, E11 went live yesterday. I'm going to have to go and look. But let me tell you something. I was watching a couple of channels that I haven't watched in a while. And I saw, you know how we say there's always a lot of messy subs. This man is so messy. Causes so many issues for no reasons. And I watched this when I was gone. He was up on Stand Up Guys panel, and he said on that panel and said that Angel Gotti said that there were another content creator was telling people to call the daycare center and check up on him. I just want to put this out here. Andrew Gotti never said no such thing. Andrew Gotti told him to stop putting out his personal information because people will use it against him. I was in the chat. I heard exactly what she said. He was on panel. I was even in the chat, typing in the chat. You're not listening, Dub. Stop putting your information out there. So for you to go on another panel and put that shit out there when it's definitely not true, I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? And I was like, wait a minute. How do you take one thing and turn it around to be something else? So let me just play this little bit for you really, really quick. And then we're going to discuss this tomorrow. But again, and I understand that there are a few people, yes, there are a few people that still have an issue with the fact that I had Drazzo on my panel yesterday. Okay, let me just state this. I don't watch Drazzo. I don't know what Drazzo has to say about women, or in particular, impregnating somebody's daughter. I found that out yesterday. I know Cooch does cover him sometimes, but I'm not always in chats. So I don't know what he's saying and what he's not saying. Like I said, if I don't like someone, or if I don't want to hear what they have to say, I don't watch. I just don't watch. Therefore, I don't know what's being said in Johnny Mac's chat, Drazzo's chat, Siwa's chat, what's her name? The Bee's chat. I don't watch these people. My brain cells won't allow me to watch this shit. Good morning, Carol Mayhill. See, I'm not aware of that until after I got off panel. I was told that his stories changed 2 or 3 times. I don't know. I didn't see it. So again, I don't know. I watch body cams. I watch trials. Well, of course, you know that I'm in the TikTok with the e-beggars and stuff. So I just don't. Yep. I just don't. I wanted both sides. I offered her the link, but you know she wasn't going to take my link. Yes, exactly, Cooch. But again, I don't give 2 flying shits. I don't tell anybody else how to run their channel. Because, I mean, I can go down and get down and dirty. And I can bring it all up. I don't tell anybody who to bring on their channel, who to have in their chats. I just say where I won't be. Nobody pays my StreamYard. Nobody pays for anything on here. Well, I'm sorry. When I get super chats and stuff, that does go towards the stuff, my StreamYard, my Canva, and everything else, which I really need to start using Canva more. No, Brown Eye, you didn't do anything. What are you talking about? Good morning, Jazz. Good morning, Jazz. So again, I don't watch all of this. I don't have the time in the day to watch all of this BS. I was being hit left and right about shit that's going on with Terry Lynn. I don't have time to watch all of these fucking channels. I don't. I don't care what they have to say. I don't care who they're attacking. Unless it's covered on E11 reviews it, or Cooch reviews it, or Savage reviews it. I don't know. I just don't know. Someone sends me something. Oh, this is, I'm like, shit. I said, just send me the link and I'll go look at it on Reddit. I don't know. I can't maneuver through all that shit. And then again, I don't have the time. But I'm going to say it again. Just because some people don't like this person, that's not my fight. That's not my fight. Don't let this shit affect you. 23 years recovery. I'm so proud of you, Deborah. I'm so proud of you. Very proud. I don't watch. So I don't know what's being said. I made it clear. I said way back when, Coochie's feelings are valid. They are valid. People don't like that. I don't care. Her feelings are valid. I've watched it. Everybody has watched it. I don't make excuses. I don't. So again, I try my best to stay neutral. I really do. If I feel that I'm in a corner, I will come out swinging. I will come out swinging. See, and I went back and I listened after I got a few messages. And I did hear him say woke. I heard him say, has anybody not seen a 5-year-old naked, whatever, naked? I was like, wait a minute. Why didn't I catch that? I was reading the chat. I was listening, but okay. I understand. But just like I asked him not to call names, and I know he was doing it, people were attacking too. And when you're trying to get a point across, you don't want to attack. Just ask the question. That's why I was asking. Ann was asking some pretty good questions. I forgot who else was it. So those questions, daddy's disappointment. But when you're attacking someone, you're not going to get the answer that you want. See, exactly, Carol. Exactly. I've stepped away from a lot of channels that I used to watch. A lot of channels. Last night, I couldn't sleep. Well, I woke up after I went to sleep. And no, she's not. Hi, Volti. Oh, I spoke to you. Hi, Crystal. I was like, well, damn, there she comes. But I caught some of I listened to stand-up guys for a little bit, and I haven't chatted in this chat in a while. But I had to leave when I realized that iDubbbz was on the panel because he started talking that crazy shit again, and I just don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it. So I didn't, when he was talking about, I think I caught it when he said that he was thinking about doing a channel on Rumble for a movie night, but he was going to discuss the movies that he worked on. And I think that is an excellent idea. He's got some stories, and that's one of the reasons why I really started following him, because of the stories that he had. I think that's an excellent idea. I really think that's a great idea. Hi, Virgie. Wait a minute. I went back and listened. I didn't go back and read my chat. So why did Like call you a liar, Virgie? I'll go back and read the chat. I'll go back and read the chat. See, I didn't, Heidi, I've told him to stop talking, but yeah, I think he's lonely. He wants attention, but when you're steady causing drama and threatening to beat somebody up, and I had to go, what is he, his taser, and I was like, well, that subject just went to hell, so I left. Because I really like when I hear a stand-up guy talking about his career. I really did. But I left his chat for other reasons, especially when I heard what Tony Pizza said on Rumble, and all he did was laugh. I couldn't believe that that man was being that racist, and you were laughing at what he was saying. So but he was live last night, and that's the part I caught. And then Dub starts, I was like, yep, gotta go. I can't. Well, that's what you do. I mean, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Good morning, Virgie. Oh, Virgie, I just spoke to you. What did like say you lie about, Virgie? Because I didn't see that. What did like say you lied about? I didn't see that. But again, when it's just like when I'm in Angel Gotti's chat. Everybody knows me. When shit is being discussed that I don't agree with, there's one particular person that goes on panels sometimes that says some of the most disgusting shit and he thinks it's funny. I leave because I know that's her friend. And I don't want to lose my cool in that chat. I do the same thing in Savage's chat. I leave. Hi, Tracy. Excuses people she supports. Oh, Virgie, do you excuse people you support? Okay. See, and that's what I do. I leave. I just leave. If it's something I'm not comfortable with, or if it's something that I know that is, one-sided, I just can't. I'm not going to sit in the chat and argue with somebody that's on a panel. And then I'm not going to go on a panel and start arguing with somebody about some bullshit because you only want to see it your way. Wait a minute. In my opinion, a known liar seems to conveniently turn the other cheek when someone she supports is doing something dirty or wrong. Like, look, you don't know me from Adam, but I don't lie for anyone. And Heidi asked the question that if anybody in chat did it, warn him or tell him I was answering. Heidi asked in chat if anybody in chat warned him. Oh, I was asking in the chat if anybody warned Drazzo that his daughter was on. Okay, I get it. So you did say, yeah, I did. You did say in chat that you were there and you didn't see it. So in Lack's response to that, Lack is saying that he believes that you turn the other cheek when it's somebody that you support. And then you told him he doesn't know you from Adam. I get it. 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 Y'all know I really try my best to try to catch the comments and to see. And then yesterday, Drazzo did ask me not to put, but some of them I did put up because I felt that they were legitimate questions and I did put them up. I didn't put up the ones that were attacking. I didn't do that. Exactly, Michelle. Exactly. See, and that's what I do. But anyway, let's just take a quick look at this judge thing really quick. And then but I might be back when Mayor Adams goes to court. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Case of Commonwealth versus Sean Steins, 24F 147, Letcher District Court. Is the Commonwealth present?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, Judge Ramsey Gallen on behalf of the Commonwealth.
And Jackie Steele also on behalf of the Commonwealth, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And I see the defendant, is that the defendant at the Leslie County Detention Center?
Yes, Your Honor.
And who is standing next to him?
I'm Josh Miller, public defender of the Capital Trials Branch.
Danny Clark, jailer of Leslie County.
All right, thank you. And has the defendant filed a petition for indigency?
Not at this point, Your Honor.
Okay. And what about the Commonwealth? Does Commonwealth want to make any statements before I proceed with arraignment?
No, Your Honor. Other than I don't know why Mr. Miller is present. If he's not filled out an agency paperwork, his office has not been appointed. I don't know that he has any reason to be here.
So this was all over a damn lawsuit?
Right. Mr. Miller, do you believe that he's entitled to a public defender at this time?
I do, Your Honor.
So let me get this right. He and the judge got into an argument, if I remember, over some testimony he did in a deposition about not supervising a deputy about something about coercing a woman or to have sex with him. Is that correct? Is that the same one, right? I think that's the one that I read about. He shot him. Is Cooch still in chat? Because I remember she brought it up to him and I told her yes. But if that's the one that I remember, and the judge was saying that he didn't supervise his deputies better. But they're not sure what caused the shooting. But where is the motive for him to shoot the judge? And he was shot in. Is this the one? He was shot in his chambers, right? This shit is crazy. Okay, got it. Got it. But he pled not guilty to killing a judge. I was thinking maybe the judge was cheating with his wife or they got into a lover spat. But I'm thinking it stemmed from the testimony or the deposition he did a few days prior. And then he went to see the judge and they got into an argument.
And why is that?
This is a capital eligible case, and I believe that the cost of defending an ethical defense of a capital eligible case will exceed his means.
Would you like to respond to that, Mr. Steele?
I would, Your Honor. A couple of things. One, I believe what he's telling me is that he's been out soliciting a client, which is obviously not allowed under our ethical obligations as attorneys. Two, even if he hasn't, and he's been out trying to discern how much his financial capacities are, he's wasting state resources without an appointment. And this court is the party that appoints an attorney.
His daughter was essayed. The judge said that he didn't supervise his deputy good enough. He went to see the judge. I didn't know it was his daughter. And then they got in an argument and that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Oh. Okay. So the judge was allowing the deputies to use his chambers to assault these women. One of these women turned out to be the sheriff's daughter. And he had given a deposition about this earlier that week. Oh my goodness. And the judge, if I remember correctly, was ignoring, well, he was allowing it. So he was ignoring what was going on. Got you. So why the hell is he pleading not guilty? He shot him. He shot him. They had an argument in the judge's chambers, well, in the courthouse. Then it moved to his chambers, and he shot him. Now, is it true they had lunch together that day before he shot him? Because I remember reading that they had lunch that day. That's why I was like, oh, that's a lover's quarrel. But that's just me. Oh my God. So did he use his state issued weapon, or was it a personal weapon? So okay, it's not his daughter, but the judge said that he did investigate one of the women that were sexually assaulted by his deputy. He failed with that investigation. Oh my God. Yeah, I read they supposedly had lunch together. I remember reading this a few days, last week. They're supposed to they had lunch together earlier that day before that shooting occurred. And that's why I was like, oh shit, was this a lover spat? Yeah, they had lunch together. I remember reading that. Hold on, let me find it. Hold on, let me find that article real quick. Hold on. Let me go find it because I remember reading that. Kentucky sheriff had lunch with judge. Okay, it states, on Thursday, Steins allegedly killed Kentucky District Judge Kevin Mullins, 54, inside his chambers in Lecter County Courthouse. The shooting allegedly occurred following an argument inside the courthouse. The investigators are still searching for motive. The two had lunch together the day of the shooting. They said he appeared to show emotion during the brief. He did not appear to show emotion during a brief hearing where he appeared over Zoom. We're in a jail, which is what we're looking at. He's expected back in court on October 1st. Officials have not yet determined Steins used his duty weapon in the shooting. On Monday, just days before the shooting, Stein was deposed in a lawsuit which alleged he had failed to investigate one of his deputies who sexually abused a woman in Mullins' chambers. Oh. Both men were my friends and work family, and I saw them almost daily while we were at work. Okay, got it. So they did have lunch together. Dukes of Hazzard. Have a great day, Gypsy. Yes, I spoke on Marcellus. It's at the beginning of the live, sweetie. Just rewind. It's at the beginning of the live. So let's just talk about P. Diddy before I get out of here. Then we'll talk about him some more on Saturday. Okay. So now P. Diddy has a bunch of lawsuits coming his way. Okay. I said this before. There's going to be a lot of lawsuits coming at him now that he's behind bars. The people that were doing his dirty work, they're not going to do anything anymore because they're scared. They're saying that P. Diddy isn't speaking. Let me just get him off the screen. They're saying that P. Diddy isn't eating because he's scared he's going to be poisoned. Now, what's her name? Thalia Graves. When I heard her interview, and I listened to that interview several times, that woman suffers PTSD. No cuffs. Well, he was on a Zoom call, so he was in the jail. Yes, Cooch, you set it up. Bye, Gwen. Cooch set it up. We're going to do it. Let's listen to Thalia real quick, okay? Let me just, in case you guys haven't heard her Let's listen to Thalia. Thalia. Her name is Thalia. This is in Harris County.
The latest woman to speak out against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs is from Harris County.
Yeah, our Reka Mudaraj is here with more on the lawsuit that was filed yesterday. Reka?
Mia, these are the latest accusations against Sean Combs, and it comes about a week after Combs was indicted on federal charges alleging he used his business empire as a criminal enterprise. Now, yesterday, high-powered attorney Gloria Allred appeared with her client. This is Talia Graves, a Harris County resident who...
Now, I never did like Gloria Allred, right? But I used to like Lisa Bloom. Then Lisa Bloom started getting on my nerves. And then any woman that's ever been abused by these Hollywood people all run to Gloria. Okay? They all run to Gloria. I swore Gloria retired years ago. Oh my God. Girl. I heard liquid ecstasy. I also heard there were tapes of him and Clive Davis. I heard there were tapes of him and Clive Davis. Shit is being leaked. They're letting you know you're coming. Beyonce, girl, you're just as involved. Jay-Z, just as involved. Yeah, she's a beast. They're all involved. And now they all want to go, Mary J. Blige, you're involved. I heard that, what's her name? Came out and made a statement. Not Jill Scott. Oh my, Angie Stone made a statement. Y'all better shut the fuck up. Yeah, she did. She did. But sometimes Lisa Bloom get on my nerves. I don't know why. She just started, well, she's aggressive, but something, I forgot what cases was she was covering. And she really ripped a nerve with me. She ripped, oh, wait a minute. Yes, okay. She was his attorney way back when. You're right about that. She was. Let's listen.
Filed a lawsuit against Combs in New York. We are using her name because she has gone public with her claims. Now, in the lawsuit, Graves alleges back in 2001, when she was 25 years old, Combs and his head of security lured her into a meeting at a New York City recording studio where they gave her a drink that caused her to briefly lose consciousness. When she woke up, Graves says she was bound and restrained and was violently raped by Combs. The lawsuit filed Tuesday also claims the alleged assault was recorded and that the video was shown to multiple other men. Graves says she also faced multiple threats that made her stay silent for decades.
The violation I have experienced during the assault has had lasting effects on my body, causing ongoing health problems and complications. The combination of physical and emotional pain has created a cycle of suffering from which...
Dog, you know Kevin Hart is on those videos, okay? We know Kevin Hart's on those videos. What I want to know, Elon Musk is said to have the same type of freak offs, okay? I heard Leonardo DiCaprio said he hasn't spoken to him in, yeah, Lisa is Gloria's daughter. I heard that Leonardo DiCaprio representative has come out and said that he hasn't spoken to him in years. You got all of these people who would rush in to get, and then the pictures of, what's his name? LeBron James in a maid uniform. They're saying they're not sure if it's real or not. Oh, I believe it. It looks like it fits perfectly. Yes, he did. He closed all of his vegan restaurants really quick. He opened the what, last year? Heart to Heart. And now they're all closed. The liquor deal that he had, I don't know if that's his brand or if he's representing somebody else's brand, but that's going to go away too. They're all falling. It's a domino effect right now. And Cat Williams is probably sitting back saying, I told you so. I told you, mofos.
Which it is so hard to break free.
Cat said he turned down $50 million twice or 3 times from Diddy. He said, Diddy want a party. You just got to say no to Diddy. He said, Kevin Hart didn't say no. What did he do? Huh? Steve Harvey. But then Denzel Washington told this one young actor, he says, you can go to the parties, but you leave 30 minutes before the devil shows up. What devil will we talking about? What devil? I understand. M. Blanc, I was told that he is the nicest man. When Boozy came out of jail, he walked up to Boozy and gave Boozy $10,000 in cash to help him get himself back together. Now Boozy done got locked up again. Boozy badass with his dumb ass with these fucking weapons. I don't understand. What do you get? I understand Lil Tay-Tay was just taken out in Atlanta last week. What did I do? I did something wrong. Hold on, guys. Let me get this back.
Play daily to win a brand new Mercedes-Benz on September 28th. Okay. Only at Northern Quest.
The latest woman to speak out against
Houston
music
attorney Tony Busby says his law firm will act as the lead counsel in a lawsuit against rapper Sean Diddy Combs. In a post on Instagram, Busby says he'll now represent more than 50 people who allegedly suffered sexual assault and abuse by Combs and his associates. Combs is currently in jail after being denied bond. He has pleaded not guilty to charges of sex trafficking and racketeering.
And healing.
Okay, I have it.
I'm glad that he is locked up, but that's a temporary feeling of relief.
54-year-old Combs is in jail facing federal charges, including sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. He was denied bail twice after pleading not guilty. Also, Combs' head of security, Joseph Smith, known as Big Joe, told the Daily Mail that he doesn't know Graves, calling her allegations just a, quote, money grab. Len, back to you.
All right, Rachel.
Okay. When this story was first talked about, this was a while back, it was said that it was his bodyguard or security guard as well as P. Diddy that assaulted her. I didn't hear about her being tied up, but this story went around for a while. I hope Snoop isn't involved either. I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think he had that type of relationship with him. And Snoop is always in the house, as he said himself, by midnight. Snoop is always home. He said, ain't shit out there after midnight except for bullets. But now we have this whole shit that's getting ready to hit. Tyler Perry better be watching himself too. Yeah, I don't think Snoop is involved. Hi, Sarah motherfucking Z. I don't think Snoop's involved at all. But you have Oprah, who's said to be, these young girls in Africa that seem to be missing. They said that she was sex trafficking them. Don't know. Allegedly, don't know. Don't know. But all of these young girls that went missing. Okay. Look at all these people who you once surrounded yourself with. Ellen DeGeneres, nobody likes her. They say she's a bitch and a witch. People don't really care for Oprah at all. You've got a whole, I said I was going to do this whiteboard virtually. You've got Meek Mills, who wants to pay prosecutors $100,000 to clear your name. You sound just as dumb as you did in that fucking video with you and with P. Diddy tearing your asshole up. How the hell are you going to offer prosecutors or investigators $100,000 to clear your name? Be like Shaggy. It wasn't me. That was you, Meek. That was you, Meek. Getting your booty hole ripped to shreds. That's why you got in that pool and had your ass all tooted up. Oh, I hope not. Hi, Rusty. Cheek Mills. Cheek Mills. But you've got, and I said it way back, I said there's going to be more people because now they think that they're safe. Here's the thing. There's supposed to be some excerpts of a book that Kim Porter did that's been being sold on Amazon. I really don't believe that those excerpts are really from Kim Porter. I've read a few of those and I'm like, no, they're not from Kim Porter. Don't believe it at all. LB Shore has asked that the FBI investigate these people that are putting this out. LB Shore made a statement that all of her electronics were wiped from her home. Who knows? The FBI may have them. Yeah, his ass was all tooted up in the water trying to cool it off. Will Smith. Oh, God. Oh, God. Rusty, I haven't seen you for a while except for in TLs. It's nice to see you. So my understanding is that Jada, Will, and who was it? Hold it. We know they're swingers. Okay, we all know they're swingers. That's been around for years. But one thing I haven't seen is one woman come forward on anything with Will Smith. You know why? I'm sure he gives out an ironclad NDA. If you're going to fuck with Will, his attorneys are going to be right there with that ironclad NDA. Kevin Hart should be nervous. Beyonce, I know everybody's going, oh, well, Jay-Z, Beyonce is fully aware of everything that goes on. Fully aware of everything that goes on. He is careless. He's reckless. He threw his wife away, got with Anika, or no, whatever her name is, cheated on her. Hi, Grumpy. Good morning. Guys, if you want to see some nice shorts, if you want to get a good, have a good time in a live stream, Grumpy, I know DJ is going. Agnostic is now your co-host. Somebody please drop Grumpy Italian's channel in the chat, please. Yep. So Cat Williams is on Shannon, you know, the one that was having sex and slap it. Oh, hit it. You know him. If you haven't heard Shannon, it's all over IG with, yeah, that's mine. Who pussy is it? Yeah, that's him. Shannon Sharp, you know, him. Had Cat Williams on. And Cat Williams has said it. The psychic spoke on it. It's all out there. Steve Harvey too. Steve Harvey too. They're all in this conundrum. So I do have a list that I'm working on that's going to show you how they're all interconnected. There's a rumor going around about they found a tunnel in Sean Diddy's thing under his bedroom floor. All of that shit is AI generated. I don't listen to none of that. I don't listen to any of it. No. And what's the other guy's name? Is it Future? What's his name? It may be Future. Same thing. Everybody knew about these freak offs. Everybody said, you leave. One guy said when he would see Denzel leave a party, would that be any party? When he saw Denzel leaving, he would be right behind him. Now, Milli Vanilli should have got with, they should have got with Diddy. But again, people will sell their souls for fame and fortune. For what? It's a fleeting thing. Diddy's father was one of the biggest dealers next to Frank Lucas in Harlem. Diddy said that he didn't started researching his daddy, and when he saw himself attending his father's funeral in a mink. Really? Really? His daddy was killed. Killed. Now, what I want to know is all these people that are coming forward, and I keep saying it, and I say it over and over again, are they going to be charged? The investigation says, the investigator said, the U.S. state attorney said he's not finished. The investigation is not over. It's still going. We're looking at Clive Davis, King Combs. Is that his name? King Combs, and then the one that wants to be just like his daddy, who also has a lawsuit. Now there's an attorney in Houston. His name is Tony Bucci. He says right now he has more than 50 people that he is representing that are filing lawsuits on Sean Diddy Combs. 50 people, his agency, his law offices, and he's associated, but I think it's the Ava Law Group. 50 people. They all coming down. Clive Davis coming. Quincy Jones coming. What's this? Oh my God. What's the other one's name? All of these big producers, you see all of these guys are resigning from positions because they all were his enablers. They all knew what was going on. I'm waiting for the fall of some of these politicians. I'm waiting for the fall of some of these politicians. They were all on the payroll. They said that Diddy was a snitch when he was younger. That's why he was able to get away with so much shit. That woman is still coming up and saying that Shine isn't the one that shot her, but they didn't want to listen to it. Why do you think when Shine came out, he had all that money to start that that nonprofit organization? That's Diddy's way of paying him, and then he was deported back to Belize. I'm still waiting to hear, why did this man have 1,000 bottles of lube or baby oil? Why do you need that? Why? He's been talking about it in his music for quite some time. What's the new one he did? I'm so lonely, or I'm lonely, whatever it is. So think of all these people. What is his name? T.D. Jakes. T.D. Jakes. They said that he was using T.D. Jakes to clean up his reputation. No, honey, they were using each other. They were using each other. So I don't know why everybody is surprised. That indictment in itself, they said for decades, Sean Combs, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. P. Diddy, a.k.a. Diddy, a.k.a. P.D., a.k.a. Love, the defendant, abused threaten, and coerce women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. They said to do so, this is count 1, racketeering and conspiracy. To do so, Combs relied on employees' resources and influence of multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. So he was running his own New Jack City, you know, except for Wesley Snipes is not starring in the role. So this indictment, I have it in front of me. I'm looking at it. They're saying that the abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of his pattern of abuse, Combs manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with male commercial sex workers. At times, Combs and others acting at his direction made arrangements for women and commercial sex workers to fly to Combs' location. Combs ensured participation from the women by, among other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same, and using intimidation and violence. Physical abuse was recurrent and widely known. On numerous occasions, from at least in about 2009, continuing for years, Combs assaulted women by, among other things, striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects at, and kicking them. Good morning, Mustang Sally. Hi, I can't remember. Hi, Bruce City. Sorry, I didn't speak to you. Good morning. These were assaults were at times witnessed by others and included one instance, that's what they're talking about, Cassie. Okay. Sean Combs, the defendant, used Combs' business, including certain employees, to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse and commercial sex. These employees, including security staff, household staff, personal assistants, high-ranking supervisors, and other close associates acted as Combs' intermediaries, and their conduct was facilitated and assigned by Combs' control of Combs' business. The Combs enterprise. I have it all here. I have the affidavit. Hi, Savage. Bun Funk, good morning. How are you? I heard that. Liquid ecstasy. So when they rub it into the skin, hi, Flower Power, my baby. So, I have the affidavit here. They said that Sean Combs, the defendant, and others known and unknown, listen to it, others known and unknown, participated in unlawful and other activities related to the conduct of the Combs Enterprise affairs. Purpose of the Combs Enterprise. Okay, so we're going to go through. I can't do 6-7 hour lives. I just can't. I can when Terry Linwood's on panel sometimes, but I can't. So tomorrow, when Debbie and I come live, we're going to discuss this Diddy indictment. I have it here. And the shit that's in here. And when they say unknown, they leave it so they can add other indictments. Or they could say John Doe's and Jane Doe's. Oh, Savage is hoping for a live tonight. I hope so. I missed you. I miss all of you guys. Why is YouTube denying my name? I have no idea, Flower Power. No idea. Don't know. I honestly don't know. Rick Ross may be going down. Rick Ross been down. That woman that he was married to, she's airing all his baby mama. She's airing out all his shit. She airing all his shit out on TikTok. But guys, before I go, I got to do this. Okay. I'm going to tell y'all. Crazy one that double dared me to go live and pull a Lisa. Okay. Then after I did it, Crazy Cat Mama had the nerve to say, we should have did it at night. So that way it'll be more believable. I can't stand Rick Ross either. So I introduce you guys to Chef Carl. There's a lot of these disgusting people that I am going to be covering on TikTok or when Chantel's videos are done. But I want to show you this one with Lisa that happened yesterday. Okay. And this is from Chantel Gucci's channel. Yep, they sold their kids just like they did to R. Kelly. You know, her parents knew. Wow. Well, because you're the one that convinced me to do it because I wasn't going to do it. Okay, so here we go. I want you guys to see what she said looks good. Okay, this is from Chantel Gucci's channel. She hadn't been live for 2 days. I love you too. Here we go.
I know it's embarrassing. I need help to get home. Lisa, it's Lisa Boo 323 is.
Now, just so you know, she's at her old apartment. She's at building 109. She needs help to get home. Her parents are mad at her.
I don't even have a PayPal. Somebody took my wallet,
Her parents'
my phone,
house.
everything.
Now, somebody took her wallet. She said she was beat up. Somebody took her wallet. They took everything. The only thing she has is her Cash App. But pay attention when she gives Dizzle's Cash App as well. Who is the DD? He's the rug dealer. Pay attention. She needs $11 fucking dollars, guys, to get home. But she has no home. She's going to her parents' house.
Everything.
She has no phones. She borrowed somebody's phone. People don't pay attention. She borrowed somebody's phone to go live. But how are you going to go straight to your Cash App to check to see if you have any money on somebody else's fucking phone? She was evicted. How are you going to do that? Does people not pay attention? Oh, Chantel got Chef Carl too. Does people not pay attention? I do. Chantel, I might have to go to Kai's.
A phone to try to get help. I don't have any help.
Hold on.
Please.
I'm going to stop Chantel's. Let me tell you why I'm going to stop Chantel's. I'm going to go to Kai's. Kai goes in. Chantel, but please subscribe to Chantel. Kai goes in and she removes all the noise. See, she'll do Lisa raw and then she'll go back in and she'll fix all the dead stuff. So this is Lisa from yesterday. Maybe I got the raw one.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on. It's not that it's not working. It's
so you hear her hitting the thing. She's bringing everybody into her chat.
It's I need help.
She needs help.
Just tell me nobody's in here, but I know that there is.
And these
Can
comments
you guys share?
is horrible.
Please.
She needs help. And she doesn't know where the music is coming from, guys.
They're not. I am. Can you guys share, please?
Nope.
Can you guys hear me and see me, please? Can you guys hear me and see me, please? I need help to get home. Lisa, it's Lisa Boo 323 is the.
Now that's her.
I have a PayPal. Somebody took my wallet, my phone, everything. Everything.
I want you to look at her lips. Look at her teeth. They're black from the soot, from the pipe. They're black. Her fingers are black.
Oh, please. Have any help? Please. They don't care either.
See that building behind her?
They don't care either.
Her parents don't care, but they're mad at her. Did you see her fingers? How black they were? Did you see her fingers?
For food. It's for food and to get home.
So she needs $11 for food and to get home. How in the fuck did she get to the rug dealers? However the bitch got there is how she needs to go home.
The Uber's $11. $11 for food. It's for food and to get home.
$11.
The Uber's $11. $11, guys. $11. I am Pinky. I am the director.
She was going to rehab.
$11.
But the director's not ready for it.
I am the director. It's $11. I am Pinky. I am the director.
Look at her.
Please, if you
Her
guys
lips
ever
are
cared
black.
about me, please.
Her teeth have
I just
black.
Please, if you guys ever cared about me, please.
Nope, nobody cares.
I just need.
For food in an Uber, girl.
Please, if you guys ever cared about me, please. I just need. Guys, I look better.
Look at her. She looks better.
Look, I got on clean clothes. I'm clean. I look better.
Look at her teeth.
Look, I got on clean clothes. I'm clean.
Her lips
I'm clean.
are black. Her fingers are black.
Look better. Look, I got on clean clothes. I'm clean. Uber home for fucking $11. $11.
For fucking $11. She needs an Uber.
Nobody cares. I know you're not my kid. I'm not your kid. Nobody cares. It's not that I need chapstick.
She's dehydrated.
Guys, it's not that I need chapstick. It's that I'm dehydrated.
Look at this. Look at her lips. Look at these new marks. Look at her face. Her scabies. Look at this woman. Tell me she's clean. She's fiending. Exactly. She's short money. Whoever gave her money, she wasn't on live. She was going in people's DMs, asking for money, talking she's going to rehab. Her daughter actually came out and said she wasn't in rehab. She had enough money to be in them projects where she was at her rug dealers to pick up her rugs. And now she's short and they won't give her any money. She said she was beat up. Why the fuck are you in that neighborhood if you were beat up?
It's too far to walk, ma'am.
It's too far to walk.
It's not that It's too far to walk, ma'am. 22. Where have I been?
I asked her like if she oh shit, how did I ask her? I asked her if she turns a blind eye to the people she support. And she said no, right is right, wrong is wrong. That's what she said, because she sent me the screenshots. So I asked her, and I'm sure people in the bushes listening, but I did ask her, and after she sent me the screenshots.
Somebody beat me up and stole my phone and my wallet. Please.
Look at this woman.
Please.
People don't understand.
Nobody gives
this woman ODs, whoever's donating to her, they're going to be looking at them too.
Nobody gives a fuck. The Cash App is pinned, please.
So here's my thing, and this is my thing. I understand that she supports Brooke. I understand she supports the B. Me personally, if I really cared about someone, I'm not going to be in the chat where people are dogging that person out. That's just me. I'm not going to be there unless I'm in there trying to defend them. And then people are adults; they can defend themselves.
Please, anybody who's ever cared about me, I need the help. No, if I had $5.
See, that's her.
I haven't even been on live.
Because you've been going in everybody's DMs asking for money.
Oh, I haven't even been on live.
Her teeth are all black.
Oh, I thought I had friends on here. I thought I did.
You have people that you use and manipulate. Yeah, she's not ready for rehab at
Nobody's gonna help. I'm not trying to.
She's trying to manipulate.
Me too.
Look at her.
I just need to get to my.
She says she's clean.
Please, to my parents. Lovely. I need food and I need to get home.
$11 for
please,
Uber to get home.
Please.
The Uber is $11, she said.
Please. I don't know what to do, you guys. Lisa Boo 323. Cash out. If somebody would send me $5, I could catch the bus. I'm not home. I don't have a home anymore. I don't have a home. I don't have a home anymore. I don't have.
And she repeats things 3 times. Then she was
Nobody's gonna help.
She's having an anxiety attack. Now she has 3 phones.
Home anymore. I don't have a home. Oh my God.
Now watch when this lady walks up and speaks to her.
Guys, no, I'm not. The Cash App is Lisa Boo 323, or the Cash App is DIZZLER 22.
Dizzler, that's the rug dealer.
It's $11 for a taxi or $5 for a bus. I had to ask somebody to use their phone. I had to ask somebody. My God.
Yep, the people that care want her
to
rehab.
go home.
They're all telling her rehab.
Go home.
She has no
please, somebody. Miss Christine, anybody, please. Anybody who's ever fucking cared about me. Anybody, please. Anybody, please. Anybody who's.
They're saying Dizzler is the DD. You are home. Rhine Street. The bus don't cost $5. Quit lying. And this person, Penny 136. Girl, I wish you would send this bitch money.
Who's ever fucking cared about me? I don't do that. Lisa Boo 323. Let me check. Let me check. I don't do that. Let me check and see if I have anything.
Look at her teeth.
Let me check and see if I have anything. Comment. Lisa Boo 323. Let me check. Hold on. I'm trying. Because I'm having an anxiety attack.
I'm having an anxiety attack. Caring about her is not spending her money.
I'm having anxiety attack. I'm having an anxiety. I'm having anxiety attack. Oh my God. Wait. Hi, honey.
Look at him.
I'm trying to get home and nobody's helping me.
Look, this woman said, Lisa, hi, honey. Why did this woman help you? She's right there.
I'm trying to get home and nobody's helping. 3, 2, 3. Or Dizzler 22. $5 will get me the bus because I need to take a bus into town and a bus home, please. Or 11 gets me a taxi straight to take a bus into town and a bus home. $11 straight there. $11. That's all I'm asking for, please. Let me check and see if I have anything. Please, if I have anything, please just let me check the Lisa Boo 323 cash out. No, nothing. Please, nothing. Please, somebody,
standing right next to her.
Please. It's raining.
I don't see any rain. Does
Lisa
anybody
Boo
see any water?
323
I don't
or
see any
Dizzler 323. Let me check. If I have anything. If I have anything, I'll give. If somebody sends me money, I'll give you this page. I will give you this page since I don't have a phone anymore. I'm gonna check Lisa Boo 323, and I'm gonna check Dizzler 22. If I have anything to get home, I'll give you this page. Give it to you. It has 16K. Let me check real quick.
Look at her teeth.
Let me check real quick. Let me check.
Now, look, she's checking, but she borrowed a phone. Okay? She doesn't come back. But let me show you this one. When they discontinue her live, I don't know if she's appealed it or not, but they took that page down.
I got my phone taken. I need Lisa Boo 323 is the cash out. I'm stuck in a not so good neighborhood, and I just need. I got my phone. 323 is the cash out. I'm stuck in a not so good neighborhood, and I just need. It's raining. I just need $5 to catch the bus. $5. Lisa Boo 323. It says love you. And if anybody gives me $5, I'll give you the page. I don't even want this stupid page anymore. I don't want anything to do with it. I just need help. On the screen, Lisa Boo 323 is the cash out, please. Please, somebody. Everybody says they care about me. It's not my phone to sell, or else I would. No, please don't say you're praying for me, because if you were praying for me, you would send me $5 to take the bus.
So if you prayed for her, you would send her $5.
Please.
If you pray for her, you would send her $5.
Lisa Boo 323. What happened to rehab is I'm waiting for the damn director at my clinic to fucking send over all the paperwork. I've been waiting.
She's lying.
I don't have e-transfer. I just have Cash App. Lisa Boo 323. That's all I have.
She's been going to rehab for 6-7 months now.
It's $11 for a taxi or Uber, and it's $5 for the bus.
She's lying.
I have Cash App Lisa Boo 323. Taxi. I can't walk. I've been walking so much, my legs hurt. I'm dehydrated.
She's been walking.
Nobody
Her legs
nobody
hurt.
cares.
No
Nobody gives a
tears.
fuck. I don't have a home. I don't have a home.
You lost your home.
I know I'm right. I should GIE and nobody gives a fuck about me. I know. For the bus, OG Warlock for the
They
bus.
took the last one.
I
and
know
the
it's
other one's
my own
left.
fault, but it don't make it any different. All I have is my Cash App, Lisa Boo 323, and you can laugh at me all you want. You can laugh. You can laugh. I know I did it to myself.
Look at the water. Look. She's thirsty. Look. Look how this woman looks.
Oh my God, I'm so thirsty.
Look at her
I'm so
hands.
thirsty.
Wait a minute. Look at her hands.
I'm gonna be going into rehab. I'm gonna be going into thirsty.
I want to see her hands.
I'm gonna be going
right
in
here.
Oh my God, I'm so thirsty.
Look at her hands. Look at the black soot. Look at her hands. Look at the soot.
I'm so
What
thirsty.
rehab is she going into?
I'm gonna be going into rehab. They're not.
No, she's lying. She's not
Neighbors
going into
for a
rehab.
glass of water. Oh God!
She asked the neighbor for a glass of water. Lisa is lying. She is never going to go into rehab. Ever. You can't force her into rehab. You can't. She has to be ready to go. She said she asked the neighbor for some water. That's what she said. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you guys for being here. I really, really, really appreciate. She needs to. Yes, but she keeps saying that she is going to rehab and she never goes. And you have people that are new people that don't know, and they're thinking that people are picking on her and being mean. But if you have over 1,000 people in a chat telling you don't send her money, telling you that she's buying drugs, I will believe those 1,000 people, especially looking at what I'm seeing on the screen. But then all of these excuses, when she's saying they're picking on me, they're making fun of me. When you're saying stuff in her chat like that, that makes people feel bad for her. That makes people feel bad for her. Oh, Maddie's hands are swollen. Oh, damn. Hi, Snuggle Bunny. I'm glad you found my channel too. I hope you subscribe, and thank you for coming in. Dog, the same with you. I don't remember seeing. I hope you guys subscribe and join us. We cover all kinds of shit over here. I cover, and then Saturday and Sunday, I have Debbie, and then we do cocktails on Thursday. But this thing with P. Diddy, it's getting to the point where it's like a fucking three-ring circus. It's like who's standing in the ring that's controlling everybody around them. You're jaded. Oh, no, you're not. Don't say that, Marcia. But I don't feel bad for her. I really don't. At one point, I was like, oh, my God. Then, and then after you look at her, and it's like she wants nothing for herself. She was out there telling people that that she had nowhere to go. She was homeless the whole time she's walking up and down the street from my parents' home. Oh my God, Virgie. Oh. Thank you, Virgie. You don't have to send me Cash App. Thank you. I mean, thank you to say what you need to say. You don't have to do that. I've been watching all the Diddy. It's mind blowing. It's a 3-ring circus. I saw Dog did an interview the other day on a channel. He and Seth, I guess, did an interview, and I'm trying to get caught. I don't cover this, but this whole shit with Sebastian and all the threats and all this other stuff is getting out of hand. Madame Soto's mom, I looked her up. I'm just so pissed. And they keep releasing bits and pieces of her interview. They just need to go ahead and arrest her right now. They just need to go ahead and arrest her ass. So again, there's so much going on, and I'm trying my best to get caught up on stuff. Because to be honest, I was enjoying the fuck out of myself. I was enjoying myself. Virgie, you need to keep proving my many have no wait a minute. Virgie, you keep proving why many have no respect for you. Is that what you meant? Why many have no respect for you? Like, do you want to come up on panel real quick? You and Virgie. Do you want to come up on panel? The two of you? Because I'm trying to read both of your stuff. If you guys want to come up on panel real quick, I'm going to drop this link so you guys can say what you have to say to each other. Hold on. I'm going to drop the link. Okay. Virgie Light said he never called you a liar. Light says he said she stands by the worst of the worst creators. Virgie, are you still here? I don't know if she's still here or not. I think the two of you, you know what? I'm not even going to say nothing because people are going to do what they want to do. Everybody has their opinions. Everybody have a voice. And I believe I said she turns up. Yep, you did say she turns a blind eye. That's what you said. Oh, she looks the other way. Yeah. So again, I know we all support different creators. I send you the screenshot, Heidi, and that's a matter of opinion. I cannot control what people say or do. And you did. You sent me the screenshot, and I read them. Like, so she did send me the screenshots. And okay, let me say this. I say it all the time. People can't control other people's channels. I know a lot of people I feel are lost causes. I feel some people are not even worthy or even but some people find some type of good in them. My opinion, there is no good in the bee. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. There's no good in her. None. I know a lot of people follow code. I never liked code. I never liked Johnny Mac. From the minute they came into Mims's chat, and then when I was following the bee, they were in there. Never liked them. That's me. I don't go to their chats. I never liked SoFlo. Never went to his chat. FBS. I went in. I left him a message that time and said I was sorry to hear about his mom. And that turned out to be an untruth. Well, that's what they're saying anyway. I don't go to I forgot. Chicago Muscles. I don't go to his channel. I don't go to a lot of channels. I don't go to Deadly's channel. So people are going to support who they want to support. We may not like it. Support people I can't stand. Can't stand. but I don't send little private messages. Can't stand them. Don't go to Muzz. Don't go to Sip and Key. Just don't go. Don't go to Jay Wise. Don't go to Rakins. Don't go to Switch Witches. Okay. Agree, there was a bigger conversation happening in the chat. It wasn't targeted at Virgie. Heidi can read her chat and let me know if she felt out. I am going to read the chat. I am going to read the chat. I went back to listen to a few things that Drazo said that was brought to my attention. And I went back and listened, but I did not read the chat. And the chat was loaded. I didn't even look at the chat. I put my earbuds in and I was listening as I was doing some stuff. And then Crazy Cat Mama called me and I talked to her for a bit. So again, people support who they support. I know there are people that come in here that support people that I would never, ever support. Yep, I did my time. It wasn't all bad until it got bad. I did my time. For the most part, we had a lot of fun at the beginning. So again, everybody just Heidi, this is why I stay in the bushes. And see, I don't want you to stay in the bushes. Honestly, I don't. I feel everybody has a voice. I keep saying it, whether you agree with me or not, you still have a voice. What's the point in going into a chat if you cannot chat with other chatters? If I'm going to go in somebody's chat, I'm going to go in there and chat. I'm not going to watch it. If I'm busy, I might go in and say hi, and then I'm just listening. Don't hide in the bushes. Don't hide in the bushes. Everybody is not going to agree with everybody. Yes, thank you, Bumfunk. Participate when you feel comfortable. Thank you. And I've always said it, and I stand by it. People go where they want. They go where they won't. Oh, want to go. Shit. Jesus Christ. My daddy's disappointment. I just feel that, people have a voice. And I say it and I mean it. You don't have to agree with what I say. I don't have to agree. Thank you, Sarah Z. I'll check it out. I see you popping up. And a lot of people don't agree with some of the shit I say. And that's their right. Everybody has a voice. So again, I really do appreciate the support. I appreciate all of you guys. And the funny part was, I'm going to tell you this, and y'all going to think this sounds crazy. I'm in California, hanging out with Crazy Cat Mama after I got all my stuff done. And this woman tells me one day, she goes, I miss your lives. I said, what? I said, but you've seen me for the last 3 days. She goes, yeah, but I miss your morning lives. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I know you have. Thank you, Virgie, for that. So anyway, I love all you guys. I really do. I really do. Even when we have a difference of opinion, everybody is not going to have the same opinion, because that won't be a fun time. Everybody has a difference of opinion. Everyone. Thank you, Marcia. I just want you guys to know that. And I know a lot of people yesterday, I was reading the chat. You guys really don't like Drazo. Okay? Really don't like him. I was trying to be fair. I did invite him up on my panel. I didn't want all the bashing, which he did some bashing on the panel, and I tried to keep it at a minimum because I wanted to hear what he had to say and what happened. And I appreciated him coming on panel. And I'm going to go back in. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to read the chat because I actually stopped it when Maggie came up on panel and asked him to give the story. So I'm going to go back in and I'm going to read my chat. Okay, I'm going to read my chat. And I have excellent mods. Savage is going, let me see. Virgie, I get that, but you know, it looks funny where you're in some chats that do the back and forth and not others. Not saying this in a mean way. I got it. So Savage is thinking about going live today. And I agree. Yes, like I agree with what Savage is saying. And that was well stated. I'm going to go and get my stuff done so I can lay down for a while. Savage, hit me up when you set your thumbnail to make sure I'm up, or anybody that sees Savage's thumbnail. Because if I'm going to set my alarm after I finish what I'm doing. I'm going to set my alarm so I'm up by 4 o'clock. Sunny days. Hi. Yes. And I actually discussed that with him after that yesterday. So that was a conversation that he and I had. So again, and I'm not going to say YouTube is meant to be fun. YouTube is so controversial. It is. It doesn't matter what genre you're in. It's very controversial. Okay. You have some creators that get away with things that would never be tolerated by another creator, or that was said or done by another creator. I read the screenshot that I had where Mona said yesterday that they are afraid of Heidi. Who the fuck's afraid of me? Who? I sit on my computer and I do lives. Who's afraid of me? I say what I have to say. I don't bite my tongue. Sometimes I try to be very diplomatic in the things that I do say, because I really don't want to hurt people's feelings. I really don't. So I try to do it in a diplomatic way. I try to put myself in a work position. So I don't just go cutthroat like I used to. I don't. But when people sit there and yes, I was sent that community post, and I'm not even going to speak on that because we can go way the fuck back and it's not going to be a good thing. Okay. I don't sit on panels with people that are, well, I did. I sat on a panel with somebody that was racist. And when you step away from a situation, you see it for what it is. But I don't continuously be around these people. I don't continuously jump on fucking panels with men that degrade women and talk shit about women, talk about women's kids. And try to fucking justify it. So, you know, with that, before my blood pressure gets high, before I get pissed off, you know what, Daddy, you're right. But before I get pissed off and start pulling out fucking closets, skeletons, I'm going to sign off from here because I just saw that fucking screenshot. And ooh, baby. I love you guys. Love you, love you, love you. And before I say anything, that's going to I'm gonna have to woo-saw on this one. I'm gonna have to woo-saw really well. Woo the fuck saw. Okay? I'm a woosah. And then when I come back with a response, and I'm gonna go down the list. Okay. Love you guys. Have a good day. And moving forward, if you got something to say, make sure that you address it with my name. And that way, because everybody knows it was aimed at me. Love you guys. Have a great day. I know I will. Bye. Well, Virgie, thank you for the super chat. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the super chat. I'm out of here. Love you guys.